Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol MLHC. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame, and it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I've done this analysis several times in the past, including yesterday, so that's where the green line here comes into play. And, definitely is pertaining to the chart right now. This will mean a little bit more to those of you that have watched the videos from the past. But if you have, hopefully remember me, talking about 0014. And that is so far so good, right where the price has been finding some support. And preferably speaking, that's where you want to see the price continue to hold as support, for the very simple reason of assuming that what's been going on continues to occur, meaning 0014 continues to provide support, the price goes sideways a little bit, and then eventually starts to work its way back upwards. Well, then from the big picture point of view, you'd have lows here, you'd have lows there, you'd have lows there, and, just from a grand scheme of things viewpoint, overall stair steps, if you picture each one of those as stair steps, would still very clearly be going on in the upwards direction. Now, sure, if the price were to drop below 0014, does that ruin the entire chart? It doesn't. The overall chart would still have the opportunity to build higher bases, but what it would be doing at any sort of separation to the downside is it's pushing the price further and further away from that purple line there, the 50-period simple moving average. And even if you have a very basic understanding of charts, I'm sure you've heard of the 50-period, and you know that when the price is above it, you really do want to see the price stay above it, or at least stay within the range of it, because as long as the price is within the range of it, that does imply that the overall trend is still in the bull's favor. But, and I would still consider it right now within the range of it. That's one thing that sometimes, gets lost in the shuffle. People think supports, resistance levels are literally exact specific areas, or prices, I should say, but it's not true. There's definitely an area and a range element associated with it. So right now, I would still consider the price within the range of the purple line there. But if the price does drop below 0014 and continue to separate, now all of a sudden the price is falling outside of that range. And the chart, like I said, doesn't mean the overall chart is totally ruined, but it's definitely, it would definitely start to lose some of its attractiveness at that point. But to be fair, none of that has happened so far. The only thing that has happened is that 0014 has been holding as support. So if that continues and then can get the price back upwards, then the overall trend remains fully in the bull's favor. So the next few days will definitely be important. Let's see if the bulls can chip away and build a higher low or not. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.